there, this is Dakota Cowboy, presented by Dakota Community Bank and Trust on Beck TV, and I'm your host, Wild Bill, the media director at the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame in historic Medora. And along with Tisa Peak from Dakota Horse Magazine, we bring you stories from the rodeo trail and beyond each and every week here on Dakota Cowboy. On this beautiful September day, we are set up across the parking lot from the Medora Musical Welcome Center, where behind me construction is happening for the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library. The library is slated to open on the 4th of July, 2026, coinciding with our nation's 250th birthday. They're calling it a digital library for an analog president. And we'll be sure to keep you updated on the progress being made on the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library on upcoming episodes of Dakota Cowboy. Well, the musical ended last week here in Medora, but we remain open at the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And this summer we implemented a volunteer program. There are incentives for volunteers for food, for lodging, and other things too. And some of our first volunteers were George Ann Winehandle and Carol Stoltz. Here's what they had to say about being a volunteer at the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame.
Hi, I'm George Ann Winehandle. And most of them know me as Georgie. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I am the district chair for District 13 for the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. And this is my sister,
Carol Stoltz from Bismarck, North Dakota.
How did the volunteer program come on your radar, and how did you take the next step to become a volunteer here at the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame?
Well, it was the Chronicle that we saw an ad in the Chronicle that they were looking for volunteers. So Sister called them and said, put our name on the list. And so that's how we got here.
Okay. And what's it been like working here at the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame?
Fabulous. An experience that we'll never forget. It's an experience of a lifetime. Everybody is so wonderful, meeting all people from all realms of the world. Just everybody's so friendly and happy, and when you walk down the streets and see bicycles not chained up, you know this is such a safe environment to be in. It's awesome.
Does anybody come to mind that you're going to tell them and suggest that they too perhaps become volunteers in Medora and here at the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame?
Oh yeah. You know what? I said we're going to be, we're called the test pilots, and we're going to go about and say what a wonderful opportunity. And both of us are service people. We love to give back to our community, and so we're really going to talk about this program and how wonderful it was, and they've treated us so well, and we've been able to help the girls in the office, to the gift shop, to the museum. We've just helped in every realm, and it's been a pleasure for us to be here.
What is the one thing that you'll take back with you when it's all said and done? What is the one experience here that's going to stand out more than any other?
Oh, there's so many. Just the beautiful people.
Yeah.
The beautiful people that are serving this little town of Medora. It's like, I don't want to leave. I just want to move up here and just donate all my time to this town. It's amazing. And
Is it safe to say that you'll come back next year?
Oh, we're probably going to be back in a month or so. Because we already told them that if there's any big project that's coming up and they need help, just give us a call. We're a couple hours down the road. We'll be here. And we have said that we will definitely be here if they need help with anything. So, yeah. So it might be next week. We don't know.
I just think this is a great organization. I love the fact that we're carrying on the history and the culture of North Dakota. It's amazing. So just getting involved in this, everybody needs to know what this is about and getting involved, because it's a great organization. So we're very happy to be able to have this opportunity. So yeah.
On behalf of the community of Medora and the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, thank you both. It's been my pleasure meeting you.
It's been
Thanks,
our
Bill.
pleasure.
Good to meet you. Thanks so much.
so much.
It's a wrap.
If you'd like more information on the volunteer program at the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, feel free to give us a call at 701-623-2000 or contact our Executive Director, Rick Thompson, at 701-290-6839. It's a wonderful program, and we expect it to grow tremendously in 2024. You know, we meet a lot of people through the volunteer program, and also the Theodore Roosevelt Foundation, who sends people looking for extra hours over to the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, as they did with a guy by the name of Joseph Fraser from Jamaica. And we'll visit with Joseph. He's got some wonderful things to say about the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame and the community of Medora, and how it expanded his horizon. And he was pleasantly surprised, and we were pleasantly surprised in hearing what Joseph had to say about all the above. You'll meet Joseph Fraser coming up on today's Dakota Cowboy. Tisa Peak, well, guess where she was? She was at a rodeo recently, believe it or not. The Roughrider Rodeo Association sanctioned with the MHA Nation Rodeo this year, and the finals were held at the Healing Horse Ranch in Parshall, North Dakota. It was a 3-day event and featured young, old, seasoned, and up-and-comers, all competing at a chance for year-end title, buckles, and money. And Tisa visited with 4 of those seasoned veterans and newcomers at the rodeo this year. Her segment is coming up on Dakota Cowboy. Our North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame Hall of Honoree inductee of the week is arguably one of the most popular men in Western genre in the state of North Dakota. He was inducted in 2022 in the category of Rodeo Arena. Dean Meyer is our North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame Hall of Honoree inductee of the week this week. That segment brought to you by Torgerson Auto Center. Along with all of this, you'll also meet this week's Dakota Cowboy Student Rodeo Athlete of the Week. So be sure to call up the neighbors and tell them to turn on Beck TV, because Dakota Cowboy began about 5 minutes ago here on Beck TV, and we will be right back. Dakota Cowboy, presented by Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Man has worked in sync with Mother Nature since the beginning of time. Relying on her to provide sufficient moisture every growing season is a roll of the dice. You can now insure your pastures and rangelands with Rainfall Index policy available from Chamley Financial. This will give you the peace of mind by knowing you will be protected from the adverse effects of Mother Nature. Contact Chamley Financial today, 719-338-3428, or go to chamleyfinancial.com.
Stop out to our facility, Highway 22 South. Let us build a truck for you.
Unique gifts, an assortment of beautiful jewelry, and much more can be found at Dakota Territory Jewelry and Gifts in Medora. Montana silver necklaces and earrings, Black Hills gold and sterling silver jewelry, many Native American made pieces too, and a selection of art pieces. They carry healthy products made right here in North Dakota, and to satisfy your sweet tooth, fall in love with the best fudge around and the freshest taffy made right in the store. Buy it by the pound in a variety of flavors. Dakota Territory Jewelry and Gifts in historic Medora. Wild Bill here for Stephenson Sellinger Chiropractic of Dickinson. Recently, I tore my meniscus, and after an MRI, doctors gave me 3 options: prescription meds, reoccurring injections, or surgery, which wasn't guaranteed to rid me of the pain. Then someone suggested I try soft wave therapy. Stephenson Sellinger Chiropractic of Dickinson are skilled in this innovative treatment. After a few treatments, my pain went from an 8 down to a 1. See if soft wave therapy is right for you. Contact Stephenson Sellinger Chiropractic today.
Whether you have guns, ammo, vehicles, toys, or collectibles, consign with Last Chance Auction and we can help put money in your pocket. Give us a call at 334-SOLD or visit lastchancesd.com for upcoming auctions.
Hi, Rich from Law Motors. 45 years ago, Dad started selling cars. 35 years ago, I started selling cars. And 15 years ago, Tyler started selling cars.
And I'm Mom, and I told all of them, just be nice.
JR's Auto Body and Truck Collision has built a reputation as one of the most reputable and reliable body shops in this region. With nearly 30 years in business, customers count on JR's to get it done right the first time. They'll work with your insurance company to smoothen the process. From their 40-foot frame straightening machine, Sickens paint, and the latest technology in the repair industry, they're the only name you need to know. For auto, semi, RV, and trailer repair, it's JR's Auto Body and Truck Collision, North Dickinson. Call 701-483-6778. JR's Auto Body and Truck Collision.
Welcome back to Dakota Cowboy on Beck TV, brought to you by Dakota Community Bank and Trust. We are live at the Roughrider Finals in Parshall, North Dakota, and it is go time at the rodeo, Friday Night Lights, and I'm with a bull rider from Breen, North Dakota, Hayes Weinberger. Hayes, you've been riding bulls forever. You grew up in a family of bull riders. Can you tell me what makes you tick when you're riding bulls?
Just the things going through your mind and just the rush that you have, and then my dad and everyone cheering me on.
That's right. Hayes has a whole family of supporters. You have a younger brother and an older sister that both rodeo, and your mom and dad, your dad's every step of the way he's been through the chutes.
Yep.
So we were talking earlier, you have some practice bulls at home?
Yep.
What are the things you take to be able to ride a bull for 8 seconds? Is it like 80 hours of work?
I mean, it's a few hours of work a week, but just staying in shape is really good, and doing everything you can, take every chance that you got.
And then you have those practice bulls, you have a buck and barrel at home?
Yep.
That's right. And Hayes used to be a wrestler too. Do you think that's helped in your
That's
agility?
helped a lot, because I mean, when I was little, I mean, I was athletic, but I wasn't athletic as I was right now. But I think wrestling is really good, and I'm starting to back up again this year.
So what happens? I'm sure you've had some crashes, or you've got bucked off and maybe been a little hurt. How do you get that out of your mind and get in the zone when you're in the chute?
I mean, when you get on it, you're a little bit nervous, but you just have to zone it out and just ride the next one that you're getting on just like you did any other time you rode a good one.
Okay, we also talked about future goals as far as bull riding goes. What are some of those goals you have?
I want to win the NDRA finals, make it to the NFR, and be a world champion.
Doesn't get any better than that. So you have been a reserve world champion, and that was in Iowa a couple years ago at the National Junior High Finals, steer riding. What was it like to represent Team North Dakota and have their support at that rodeo?
It's really cool. I mean, you know every person that was there with us, so I mean, they were all there. They would go back to either bond to cheer on Team North Dakota, so I mean, everyone was in there when I rode, and I felt really good.
It was pretty special. So Hayes, one last question. If there were an up-and-comer little guy over here that's 3 or 4 years old and wants to be a bull rider like you, what would you tell him?
If you get bucked off, just get back on and keep trying.
Okay, that's the story, and we're sticking to it. If you get bucked off, get back on and keep trying. It is Friday night. Let's go, let's show, let's rodeo. We are at the Roughrider Rodeo Finals, and I'm with one of the littlest barrel racers I know. Her name is Callie Fredrickson. Callie, can you tell me about being at the Roughrider Finals for the 3rd year in a row?
It's really fun. I like barrel racing. It's very fun. I like that I can always get some money when I need to if I come to this rodeo.
So if you ride fast and you keep those barrels up, you get paid?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you spend your money?
I keep it in my bank account because I kind of want to save up for a new horse.
A new horse? Well, you might be the smartest one in your family. I know your dad, who's a team roper, Jesse Fredrickson, he'd just go enter some more, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, so you also have a job. You help your mom with her business, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So she's a little hard worker. She goes around the state and gives a good service to everybody. What about school? Where do you go to school?
Granville.
Granville? Mm-hmm. And do you talk about horses while you're at school?
Sometimes, yes, a lot.
I heard you really like to read.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
We got a smart cowgirl as well. So Callie, not only do you love barrel racing, and I can see that to the core of you. Every rodeo I go to, this girl is riding her horse 24/7. I heard you also are starting to train dogs.
Yes, I am.
What's your favorite type of dog?
Blue heelers.
Blue heelers? Mm-hmm. Why do you like those?
Because I have a dog named Cactus, and I can really train him very good, and he's a blue heeler.
They're smart?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about your barrel horse? Can you tell me about that horse? Was it your mom's at one time?
One time, yes.
A long time ago, and now you took the reins?
Yes, I did.
What do you do to practice on your barrel horse? Is it just running around the barrels, or do you help at the ranch at home?
Yes, I do. I help at the ranch. I also do barrels at the home.
You do? You practice a lot, and you put on barrel racings with your mom and dad too?
Yep.
Okay, one busy cowgirl, and she has a horse to go warm up. We wish you the best of luck, Callie, and look for this girl in the future. We are here at the Rough Rider Optional Event Finals in Parcel, North Dakota, and it is Saturday, and I'm joined with a Kenmare honker, Miss Trista Keeley, and she is an 8th grader. She does a lot of events. She's a breakaway roper, she's a goat tire, and she's a team roper. And on top of that, you play a couple sports.
Yep.
Can you tell me what you're involved in at Kenmare?
I play volleyball, and I'm a middle hitter, and I play basketball, and I'm a point guard.
I was going to ask you your positions.
Yeah.
So with those positions, how does that help you be athletic in throwing a rope or running down the line, goat tying, and staying on your feet?
When I'm hitting for volleyball, it really helps me with my arm for throwing my rope. It gives me strength up here, and then it gets me to set my hand down when I'm team roping. And for basketball, it really keeps my legs moving. And when I'm goat tying, it makes my run faster than the goat and just bend my legs and all my hips better.
Yeah, that goat tie and run, that get off is at 90 miles an hour, and staying up is key. So you're conditioning all winter when you're playing these sports. When you're doing that, are you just thinking about that sport, or deep down are you thinking about rodeo too?
I'm really thinking about rodeo.
I was the same way. Perfect. Okay, you also said you have 6 horses.
I do.
So how busy does that keep you?
Super busy. Rodeo is my life, and I'm always wanting to be around the horses. I ride my favorite horse, Iggy, and then I have Fancy. We have 2 yearlings, and then another team roping horse. He's a heading horse, and then just a trail horse.
Just a trail horse?
Yep.
Not just a trail horse. So in the winter, do you ride them through the snow?
I do.
You do?
Yep.
Perfect. Have you skied behind them?
No, I haven't.
I don't know why. I can see you doing that. So growing up in North Dakota and going through this Rough Rider Rodeo Association, your family's involved. You have a sister, and your parents are here. I just saw them supporting you. What can you say about having this opportunity?
Having this opportunity is amazing. I love it, and eventually I want to go pro, and having an amazing support is just so helpful in everything I want to do. I have amazing friends and family coming around, helping me. Even with my gait problems, they're always here for me and cheer me on and just make me happy.
That is so special, Trista. What I see here, and she just pointed it out, everybody is supporting everybody. They're growing up through the ranks, and you know what? The runs keep getting better, like all these rodeos that have been happening. So good luck in your goat run. She's sitting great in the standings, and you will be seeing this girl in the future. On Friday nights, we rodeo, and I'm with a good friend and fellow barrel racer, Corey Tweed. Corey Tweed is actually leading the Rough Rider Rodeo, and we have a run ahead of us. But the amazing thing about Corey from Pekin, North Dakota, is that she works a full-time job, she takes impeccable care of her horses, and she's running a very young horse. Corey, can you tell us a little bit about your gelding and the year you've had?
Yep, this is Jovi here. I raised him. He's 5 years old, and I've done everything with him, from starting him to running barrels. Nobody else has ever even ridden him. And he is actually had an amazing year. I'm completely shocked for being a baby. He is doing amazing. He's been winning everywhere we've been going, and I've had the best year ever. It's been a blast.
Not only just winning, but in North Dakota we have different ground conditions. Every arena is different. I mean, we'll have people say, how fast is your fastest run? Well, there's a 17-second run to a 13-second run. You shined at Minot, NDRA from the get-go, the Rough Rider there. And something about Jovi that I love, he just reaches so far to second barrel.
He does.
And then also with the mud this summer, can you elaborate on that? What were your feelings going into those runs?
I was a little nervous running him in the mud. He's never been in any different circumstances like that, and especially going grown to the futurities, he's only been in good ground. So he handled it all great. He had no problems. He'll run in anything. I don't worry at all about him anymore.
So Corey, you've been a lifelong horse enthusiast, barrel racer. You were a former Miss Rodeo North Dakota.
Yes.
I'm correct with that.
Yeah.
But you also have a big girl job. You work for the soil conservation?
Yep, I'm the district manager for Nelson County Soil Conservation District, and I've been there 9 years. I'm actually a licensed vet tech, but I've been working for the soil conservation for 9 years.
So with being a vet tech and the care you take for your horses and the soil conservation, there has to be some things you're learning there to help keep these horses performing at their optimum.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot in common. I mean, I've learned a lot about grasses and what he needs to be on and what causes problems. And as far as being a vet tech, of course, I always know when something's wrong, and I have a really good vet I go to, so we keep him feeling pretty good.
Now, the mare he was by was a mare that you had in high school. Is that correct?
It was after high school, yeah.
After high school. And then he's crossed on Famous Black Tie, which is by Lisa O'Keefe's. Okay, and then you have one you're hauling along.
Yep, and I have a half-sister to him out of Trace Kings, who's a son of Trace Ace. And she's just a 2-year-old, but she goes everywhere with us. They're kind of a team.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
But they don't even neigh when they leave the trailer. They're so well mannered.
No, they're good. They're so used to it.
So Corey, what else I admire about you on the road? Just the care you take for these horses, and it's not just care. You actually have a friendship that goes deeper than what we see in the arena.
Oh yeah.
And just looking at the finals you've made, you were at MHA finals last week, we're at Roughriders this week, and then NDRA. As a young horse, what do you see in the future of these horses even further than this year?
Well, I've had a lot of offers to buy him this year, but I've decided I'm going to keep him, and I'm going to keep running him and see what happens, at least till his sister gets going. So at least 2 more years, and then we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah. It's hard to sell a good one. But
I'm so attached, I can't sell him, I don't think.
Definitely. So last but not least, you know, you grew up in North Dakota, but you have rodeoed lots of places. How fortunate do you think we are to run at all these different pens and all the committee members that are involved? Can you
This has been an amazing year. I've been to a lot of places I've never been before in North Dakota, and it's been a blast. I can't believe how great it's been, and everybody putting on rodeos all over. It's awesome.
There we go. We have it from one of the leaders in the barrel race and her horse, Jovi. We will be back with more Dakota Cowboy on Beck TV.
Sitting by the fireplace doing nothing is still doing something.
Share the memories with the new fireplace from Keller Hearth and Home and Heat and Glow. No one builds a better fire.
From sleek to modern design, we sell warmth, comfort, beauty, and relaxation.
Find the right style for your life, along with smart control options.
With over 50 burning models on display.
Visit our showroom today, Keller Hearth and Home and Heat and Glow, on the Strip Mandan and North Dickinson, where every day is a home show.
Hi, my name is Jeff Gould. I have a story called America's Story. I'm going to be doing it Valley City on October 20th. It's the East Greets West North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame fundraiser, and I hope you can make it. It's going to be a great time.
We'll begin at 5 p.m. on October 20th with a social dinner and a lively auction right after Jeff Gould presents America's Story. Tickets available now at NorthDakotaCowboy.org. East Greets West with the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, October 20th at the Valley City, North Dakota Eagles Club.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Medora Boot and Western Wear open year-round in historic Medora. You'll find quality items for cowboys and cowgirls of all ages. Medora Boot and Western Wear has over 1,500 pair of boots on hand at all times. New this year, the R. Watson brand of boot, featuring an all-leather heel, riveted shank, and a 10-iron leather sole. Jeans, shirts, hats, caps, and more, and customer service is #1. Medora Boot and Western Wear in historic Medora.
Medora Boot and Western Wear.
Securian Financial Advisors of North Dakota is now Lux Wealth Advisors. In our current climate, planning for retirement can be scary. Let the experienced advisors at Lux Wealth Advisors take the worry out of wealth planning. Lux Wealth Advisors can work with anyone. From those looking to invest their first dollar to those transitioning into retirement, let Lux Wealth Advisors be your guide. Lux Wealth Advisors, new name, same great service.
Hello and welcome to the MHA Interpretive Center. It's the perfect stop along the Lewis and Clark Trail and the cultural hub of the Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara Nation. Nestled along the shores of Lake Sagagawea in Newtown, North Dakota, 1 mile west of the Four Bears Casino. You can enjoy amphitheater performances, art exhibitions, and educational workshops utilizing our Living Cultural Center. Enjoy some coffee, browse our gift shop, and learn about the original people of this land. Learn more at mhanation.com/interpretive center.
Welcome back to Dakota Cowboy here on Beck TV, presented by Dakota Community Bank and Trust. And I'd like to send a big shout out to Katie Handy. She is the marketing director for Dakota Community Bank and Trust. She has Dale Paulke's vision of how he wants the bank portrayed as her best interest, and she does a wonderful job in the things that she does, whether it's radio, television, print, or the events that they put on, or whatever marketing skills are needed. Katie's got them, and she does a great job. Thank you, Katie, for all you've done for Dakota Cowboy and the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. We're here across the street, of course, from the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, visiting with my new friend this year. It's Joseph Fraser. Joseph, yes. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
You're looking like you're pretty happy today.
I'm doing very well, Bill. I'm pretty happy to be here.
You were born and raised in Jamaica?
Yes, I was.
Okay, do you still have family there?
I do. I do have some sisters and brothers in Jamaica.
What was it like growing up in Jamaica, going to school and things?
It's a little interesting. Growing up in Jamaica, it's really different than here, because in my case, I was mostly grown with my mom.
Okay.
And then after a while, it was only my dad. And it was a little difficult because having to not have a mom around, and I only just having my dad being the main support in everything, emotional, financial, and everything. It was a little unbalanced because I didn't really get to reach out to my mom much.
Okay.
But after a while, when she came back, we rekindled and we got back together. Everything was it was great. And even going to school there in Jamaica, it was amazing because, like, my friends there, they're just great people. And after a while, like, even though we haven't been in contact since I left school, but I still reach out to them now and then, and they say that they're all right. Some of them have kids now, unlike me. I haven't had my first child yet, but
will you be going back to Jamaica at the end of the season?
Yes, I will.
That's home.
That's home for me, and I will be going back, of course, because I have to complete my studies there.
I see.
And it's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do my master's also, but I'm not going to be doing that in Jamaica.
Now, how did Medora, North Dakota, and the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, the Theodore Roosevelt Foundation, how did that all come on your radar?
Okay, so in school in Jamaica, so they have this agency which allow international students to come to the States to work, wherever they want to work, whether it be North Carolina, South Carolina, North Dakota, Minnesota, anywhere.
Okay.
So they can come here and they can work. So it gives them the opportunity to get a internship at first, a hands-on internship, because most persons in Jamaica, it's not that they don't want to work, our students, it's not that they don't want to work, it's just that for working in Jamaica, for them, it's a little bit of a challenge because they're not seeing what they're working for.
I see.
So it gives them the opportunity to come here and actually work, so when they go back home, they don't have to do so much hard work when they go back home.
Now, just to be clear, you work for the foundation as well as the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, correct?
I do.
Okay, what are the things that you do for the foundation here in Historic
Okay,
Medora?
so I work in the reservation center.
Okay.
That's where I work primarily. It's really awesome there. I met a lot of great people, and it's mostly we have to deal with the reservations that they have. So like, if they want to book a reservation here for ticketing or for lodging. We are there to assist them. We help them. We want the people of North Dakota to be happy when they come here in Medora.
What have you learned at the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame?
Well, when I came to the Cowboy Hall of Fame, it's actually a great opportunity for me because I was really excited. I was like, when I see the Western culture, when I got here, I was like, oh my God, I need to get somewhere where I can work in just to experience the culture for myself. So when I actually started working at the Cowboy Hall of Fame, I was introduced, of course, by my manager, Christy. And when she gave me the opportunity to start working, it actually helped me to learn more.
Excuse me, Christy Toof, the gift shop manager?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes, she gave me that opportunity and I was really excited because I really wanted to learn more. And being here at the Cowboy Hall of Fame, it helped me to grasp more about the Western culture here, how it was before. Also learning from the foundation under the Theodore Roosevelt stories, how Medora came about, from the Chateau de Mores. We also learned all about those people, and also when I was in the museum, we also learned about the Native Americans who actually were the first cowboys who started off the history of cowboy and rodeos and all those stuff. So like when I really get there, whenever I come here, I'm excited to be here to work. So it's like whenever I tell someone about the Cowboy Hall of Fame, they feel excited just the same as how I am, and it gives me the opportunity always to have it to be a pleasure for them, to teach them what it's like to be here, because coming all the way from Jamaica in Medora and working here, it makes me feel happier.
Really? And
I'm happier.
I think you're probably a better version of yourself, maybe, because you're learning so much and you're meeting people, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's not like in Jamaica, it's different when you're meeting people in Jamaica than when you're here.
What's different?
All right, so like in Jamaica, you don't randomly just walk up to someone and like say hi. They'll just be like, they'll not even recognize you. Because here, they're more happier, they're more friendly, they show you that they want you to be here. And in Jamaica, of course, they do show you that in some circumstances, but it's like, because I'm already there and they're my people, it's like they don't really want to recognize you. They'll more recognize like other persons who are not used to them. So they feel more better on other people. I mean, for me, I do like there, of course, because the people are fun. Whenever you want to do activities and a lot of stuff, they are there to assist you with that. And they also help you along the way. They help you in your journeys too. But since I got here, all I've experienced was the happiness. I can see the raw talent that everyone has and the friendship that they share with everyone as well.
Wow, that is very, very interesting. And gosh, between the people that you meet that come in, does anybody stand out?
All right. Oh, wow. There are so many, actually. There are so many. My favorite, after all, I believe her name is Carol.
Okay.
She came here and she showed me what it was like to be here in Medora. And there was another person, I believe her name was Suzanne. She came the other day and she was sharing with me her experience. I believe she went to Minnesota the other day, and she was sharing with me some of the pictures that she took there at I'm not sure which Cowboy Hall of Fame she went. I think there's another one in
Oklahoma City.
I think it's Oklahoma City. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was the one she was telling me about. So she was saying that she believed that the one here is great. She thinks that both of them are both great places, but she likes the one here better.
Oh, really?
Because it has more stuff to see, and it actually teaches her. I haven't actually gotten the opportunity to share with her everything because she was on such a busy schedule. So I told her when she comes again, if she comes back for the summer, I will definitely share with her my experience understanding the Western culture. And she was like, okay, sure. And It was good for me. It was enough for me.
I'm blown away. I'm really kind of not surprised, but I'm probably pleasantly surprised to hear how you were absorbing all the information that's in that building over there. You seem to be a fan of it. You seem to really like it.
I do, of course, because like every time when I decide to, whenever I come outside, I'd be like, oh wow, Medora, the place where Western heritage is still alive, because you don't have it like this everywhere else. I heard that it's more Western here than in Texas. And I know that everything started off in Texas and it moved up, come straight up to North Dakota. And here you can actually see how the heritage is actually preserved. And you can see how everyone here, they showed the heritage. Even when you go to the museum, you also see everyone when they dress, how they approach you. They're friendly, they're happy, they want to be there. And if you also check the guest book, you will see the comments that everyone leave. They're excited to be in the Cowboy Hall of Fame. And I'm excited for them as well.
I'm excited for your excitement. Do you see yourself coming back here again after next season?
Of course. I'll definitely come back to Medora next year, hopefully. So next year when the season starts again, I'll be here, working here. Hopefully I'll be also at the foundation working full-time too. And I'm just glad that I'm actually here.
You've developed quite a friendship with just about everybody that walks through those doors, the employees, the staff, the board of directors. Everybody's just a big fan of Joseph Fraser all of a sudden. It's been a very wonderful summer getting to know you, and we look forward to seeing you again. As we wrap up, is there anything that a question that I haven't asked, or is there anything about you that a viewer would be surprised to know, Joseph?
Well, I would say, honestly, like, I'm not very social when it comes on to interacting with people, but when I feel open, like when I got here, I was given the opportunity to be more of myself. So I was able to speak up more. I was able to talk. I was able to interact. And the people here, they're amazing. And I will definitely recommend anyone who's coming to the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame just to pass through. You're gonna see how wonderful these people are. Okay?
Joseph Fraser, this has been my pleasure. You've really caught me off guard. We've been planning this interview for so long.
From June.
From June, yes. I was reminded that in June I asked to do this.
Yeah.
I really take your words to heart. Thank you for doing this. We appreciate it. Thank you for loving Medora and the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much, Bill, for having me here today. I really appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Joseph Fraser, his river runs deep.
Okay, have a good one, everyone.
We'll be back on Dakota Cowboy, presented by Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Since the beginning of time, people have gathered around a glowing fire to tell their stories. Keep these fires burning with a Yodel wood or gas-burning stove. Stop in today, Keller Hearth and Home and Yodel Stove, on the Strip Mandan and North Dickinson, where every day is a home show.
Hi, Rich from Law Motors. 45 years ago, Dad started selling cars. 35 years ago, I started selling cars. And 15 years ago, Tyler started selling cars.
And I'm Mom, and I told all of them, just be nice.
Base Flug Trailers of Dickinson is a family-owned dealer with expert staff that know their products front to back. We stock over 150 units of all types and can custom order a trailer with the unique features and capabilities you require for brands you can trust. Our experienced service team is the reason we're also the best place to have your trailer customized or repaired. Count on Base Flug Trailers of Dickinson to keep you hauling.
Man has worked in sync with Mother Nature since the beginning of time. Relying on her to provide sufficient moisture every growing season is a roll of the dice. You can now insure your pastures and rangelands with Rainfall Index policy available from Chamley Financial. This will give you the peace of mind by knowing you will be protected from the adverse effects of Mother Nature. Contact Chamley Financial today, 719-338-3428, or go to chamleyfinancial.com.
JR's Auto Body and Truck Collision has built a reputation as one of the most reputable and reliable body shops in this region. With nearly 30 years in business, customers count on JR's to get it done right the first time. They'll work with your insurance company to smoothen the process. From their 40-foot frame straightening machine, Sickens paint, and the latest technology in the repair industry, they're the only name you need to know. For auto, semi, RV, and trailer repair, it's JR's Auto Body and Truck Collision, North Dickinson. Call 701-483-6778. JR's Auto Body and Truck Collision.
Whether you have guns, ammo, vehicles, toys, or collectibles, consign with Last Chance Auction and we can help put money in your pocket. Give us a call at 334-SOLD or visit lastchancesd.com for upcoming auctions.
For more than 70 years, farmers and ranchers have relied on Dickinson Ready Mix for all their concrete needs. Whether it's a shop building for machinery storage or paved feedlots for your livestock, grain bins for on-site grain storage, or precast pads for automatic cattle waterers, Dickinson Ready Mix has been there to provide quality concrete for all your agricultural structures and infrastructure. For your next project, call Dickinson Ready Mix to discuss the benefits that concrete can add to your operation.
Since the beginning of time, people have gathered around a glowing fire to tell their stories. Keep these fires burning with a Yodel wood or gas-burning stove. Stop in today, Keller Hearth and Home and Yodel Stoves on the Strip Mandan and North Dickinson, where every day is a home show.
Okay, we're looking for ideas for our next commercial. Thoughts?
We have a fully stocked lot. Cars, trucks, SUVs.
Clearly.
We strive for honesty, transparency, and a better buying experience.
Of course we do. Guys, think, everybody's busy. Nobody has time to spend hours shopping for a car. Has to be simple, easy.
Sales, service, simplified.
Perfect. Torgerson Auto Center, East Bismarck Expressway. Sales, service, simplified.
Well, howdy, and welcome back to Dakota Cowboy here on Beck TV, presented by Dakota Community Bank and Trust. Be sure to follow them on social media, or better yet, stop into one of their many branches, their many locations all across the great state of North Dakota, and see what Dakota Community Bank and Trust can do for you. You will be amazed. In this segment, we feature the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame Hall of Honorees Inductee of the Week. And this segment is presented to you each and every week by Torgerson Auto Center on East Bismarck Expressway with a fabulous inventory. I'm sure whatever you're looking for, a car, truck, SUV, minivan, they've got it for you at Torgerson Auto Center. Follow them on social media, but the best thing that you can do is swing into their lot on East Bismarck Expressway in Bismarck, Torgerson Auto Center. This week's North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame Hall of Honoree Inductee of the Week was inducted in 2022. He's a friend to many, many people, and you've seen him emceeing many of the induction ceremonies that we've had in the early days of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. Inducted just last year in the category of Rodeo Arena, meet my good buddy, Dean Meyer. Dean was born August 12, 1949. To Daryl and Geraldine Jerry Birdsall Meyer. He grew up on the family ranch in western Ward County near the little town of Berthold. Dean grew up riding a stick horse and watching Casey Tibbs, Dean Armstrong, and the Teschers, and knew that all he ever wanted to do was be a cowboy. Dean's dream was realized in 1967 when his family purchased the Figure 4 Ranch in Dunn and McKenzie counties. Dean, along with his grandpa, Herb Birdsall, made the move to cowboy country, where Dean's cowboying days truly began. Dean's rodeo career started with team roping and saddle bronc riding, but it wasn't long until the Figure 4 Rodeo Company was formed, and they started producing rodeos in 1971 for the NDRA, Roughrider Association, and the North Dakota High School Rodeo Association. The Figure 4 produced numerous bucking stock of the year, including Anchors Away, Bobby Sox, and Miss Berthold. This continued into the 90s until the Figure 4 Rodeo Company quit producing rodeos, and Dean teamed up with his brother-in-law, Lynn Linseth, to continue furnishing bucking horses for all of the regional rodeos. When finding high-quality bucking horses became a challenge, Dean decided to raise his own. He later partnered with Dale Kling to produce the first of its kind Breeders' Classic Bucking Horse production sale in Watford City in 1997. Perhaps Dean's greatest impact on rodeo began when, out of necessity, he started announcing. Dean Meyer was known for announcing the North Dakota High School Rodeo Finals along with Dale Handy, contributing to the rodeo success. Dean was also committed to public service and served in the North Dakota State Senate from 1982 to 1992, chairing both the state and federal and natural resources committees. He served as president of the North Dakota Stockmen's Association from 1992 to 1994. He was also president of the North Dakota High School Rodeo Association, where he developed a corporate sponsorship program still in use today. He was chairman of Northern Plains Premium Beef Co-op, an organization credited as the father of many beef operations now in existence. For his dedication to the ranching industry, he was awarded the NDSU Saddle and Sirloin Club's Agriculturalist of the Year Award in 1999. Dean is probably best known as the author of the weekly column Hat Tips, which highlight many ranching and rodeo stories that everyone in the industry can relate to. Accepting his award in the 2022 Rodeo Arena category, please show your appreciation to Dean Meyer.
That's kind of embarrassing to watch that. You know, Shirley said you have to prepare something, and I did. I was writing on my hand here, and it got kind of runny now, so it's going to be a little shorter. But you know, I'm received this award for myself, but basically it's Figure 4 Rodeo Company that earned this, and we've got pretty much all of it here except Dad. He's trying to find us on a computer in Watford City. He's 96 this year, and we weren't sure if he could stand it sitting out here or not. But if anybody was going to receive an award, it probably should have been Dad, or maybe my wife Shirley. People know that she's put up with an awful lot for a lot of years. But we've got Lynn and Guynell here, and Dennis and Gail, and Brady Hannah, and my son Will, and grandson RJ, and Slate's around here someplace. And I got to do the easy part. I ended up being the announcer, where they were the pickup men and the bullfighter and the secretaries and the timers, and worked the arena. And I had to get up there and tell stories and stuff, which I got fairly good at over time. And then I got to work with Dale Handy, and he made me look bigger than life at the high school finals for, I don't know, 25, 30 years, and we've still been doing the NDRA finals. And he should have came in here with me, really. Dale and Dean are kind of a team, so got to think about him as we accept this. You know, it's humbling, and it's such an honor to get to accept this. But like Ray Earhart, all I ever wanted to do was be a cowboy. And when we moved to Watford City, it was quite a change to be alongside so many of the people that have gone into the Hall of Fame, Linseth and Jorgensen's and Fox's, and all the people that became my friends because we were rodeoing all those years. And the committee members, many that are gone now, that, you know, Shorty Thorson up at Towner, and George Christensen at Minot, and Fred Berry and Alan Berry and the group at Blaisdell. You know, that's where I got started. I was just a kid when the Blaisdell Arena was built, and Dad and Grandpa were members of the original club. Went up there on that rocky hill up there by Berry's and built that arena in the worst spot they could possibly find, where the rocks are this big all over the arena, and every cowboy before the rodeo has to go around and pick up a box full of rocks. And they still get, now I guess they got steel chutes. If you go down to the Hall of Fame, I want you to go behind there and look at the original Blaisdell chute that's there. You know, it's probably this high, and most of our horses weighed 800-900 pounds. We had to take the back plank off so we could reach down in and get the flanks on them. They were so far down in there. And I rode in the bareback scrambles, the first rodeo event I was in at Blaisdell. Can you imagine me now on a bareback horse? And then was in the wild horse race with Slim Myers, and I don't remember who our third guy was. Slim's here tonight. I didn't do very well on either one. That's kind of the same way my bronc riding and my team roping went. I wasn't very good at either one. I liked riding listen to the country music before it started, ride along, visit with the real cowboys. But it was fun. It was a great 25, 30 years of doing that. And I think looking down there at Will and Brady, and we're putting on the rodeo up at, I think at Kenmare, Crosby, or someplace up there. Grain Palace days at Ray. And a lot of you remember the bull Zebra Dun. He was a little brindle bull of ours with big horns and flat spinner. He'd spin pretty flat. And the boys were pretty little, and we're in the rodeo office getting ready to the rodeo go on, and Brady and Will come in and said, Zebra Dun's dead. I said, what? And I said, Zebra Dun's dead in the back pen. I said, no, he's not dead. The bulls are they just lay there and rest and are sleeping. Brady said, well, I put my finger in his eye and he doesn't move. I wish I'd had a film to see these two little boys trying to sneak up on that Brahma bull to put their finger in the air. So it's an honor. Thank you for being here. Thank the Cowboy Hall of Fame for everything they do. Appreciate it.
You know, Dean really does have a heart of gold. He is such a giving individual. In fact, when I had a torn meniscus in my knee, Dean offered to borrow me his lift chair. You know, one of those recliners that has a hoist on it that hauls you up out of your sitting position and helps you stand a lot easier. Dean, I want you to know how much I greatly appreciate that, and I hope it's working for you. Just kidding around. Dean Meyer's a great guy, and he and his buddy Dale Handy, who's the father of Katie Handy from Dakota Community Bank and Trust. They were a fixture for many, many years at the North Dakota High School Rodeo Finals in Bowman each and every year, and I do know that they are missed. Dean Meyer, our North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame Hall of Honorees Inductee of the Week, presented by Torgerson Auto Center. We've got one more segment to go here on Dakota Cowboy, and in that segment we will feature the Dakota Cowboy Student Rodeo Athlete of the Week. That's coming up next here on Dakota Cowboy, presented by Dakota Community Bank and Trust on Beck TV, and we're back in just a moment.
Okay, we're looking for ideas for our next commercial. Thoughts?
We have a fully stocked lot. Cars, trucks, SUVs.
Clearly.
We strive for honesty, transparency, and a better buying experience.
Of course we do. Guys, think, everybody's busy. Nobody has time to spend hours shopping for a car. Has to be simple, easy.
Sales, service, simplified.
Perfect. Torgerson Auto Center, East Bismarck Expressway. Sales, service, simplified.
Unique gifts, an assortment of beautiful jewelry, and much more can be found at Dakota Territory Jewelry and Gifts in Medora. Montana silver necklaces and earrings, Black Hills gold and sterling silver jewelry, many Native American made pieces too, and a selection of art pieces. They carry healthy products made right here in North Dakota, and to satisfy your sweet tooth, fall in love with the best fudge around and the freshest taffy made right in the store. Buy it by the pound in a variety of flavors. Dakota Territory Jewelry and Gifts in historic Medora. Wild Bill here for Steffensen Sellinger Chiropractic of Dickinson. Recently, I tore my meniscus, and after an MRI, doctors gave me 3 options: prescription meds, reoccurring injections, or surgery, which wasn't guaranteed to rid me of the pain. Then someone suggested I try soft wave therapy. Steffensen Sellinger Chiropractic of Dickinson are skilled in this innovative treatment. After a few treatments, my pain went from an 8 down to a 1. See if soft wave therapy is right for you. Contact Steffensen Sellinger Chiropractic today. Medora Boot and Western Wear, open year-round in historic Medora. You'll find quality items for cowboys and cowgirls of all ages. Medora Boot and Western Wear has over 1,500 pair of boots on hand at all times. New this year, the R. Watson brand of boot, featuring an all-leather heel, riveted shank, and a 10-iron leather sole. Jeans, shirts, hats, caps, and more, and customer service is #1. Medora Boot and Western Wear in historic Medora.
Medora Boot and Western Wear.
Hi, my name is Jeff Gould. I have a story called America's Story. We're going to be doing it Valley City on October 20th. It's the East Greets West North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame fundraiser, and I hope you can make it. It's going to be a great time.
We'll begin at 5 p.m. on October 20th with a social dinner and a lively auction right after Jeff Gould presents America's Story. Tickets available now at NorthDakotaCowboy.org. East Greets West with the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, October 20th at the Valley City, North Dakota Eagles Club.
Brad Germanson Extreme Bronc Riding, the greatest bronc riding event ever, is coming to Forebears. Join us for 2 days of unparalleled action and excitement in this PRCA sanctioned event, October 6th and 7th. After each night of bronc action, there will be free live entertainment in the Pocket Aces Lounge. And don't forget to visit the Forebears Sportsbook, where you can place bets on all the action. Tickets on sale now at forebearscasino.com or purchase at the gate. Extreme bronc riding and sportsbook betting at Forebears.
Securian Financial Advisors of North Dakota is now Lux Wealth Advisors. In our current climate, planning for retirement can be scary. Let the experienced advisors at Lux Wealth Advisors take the worry out of wealth planning. Lux Wealth Advisors can work with anyone, from those looking to invest their first dollar to those transitioning into retirement. Let Lux Wealth Advisors be your guide. Lux Wealth Advisors, new name, same great service.
And welcome back to Dakota Cowboy here on Beck TV, presented by Dakota Community Bank and Trust. It's our final segment, and time now for the Dakota Cowboy Student Rodeo Athlete of the Week. This week's Dakota Cowboy Student Rodeo Athlete of the Week is 17-year-old Eli Lapel of Keene, North Dakota. His proud parents are Tina and Wesley Lapel, and he has an older brother named Jake. Eli is homeschooled and is part of the Excel High School system. He is also a full-time employee of Rockin' S Seamless Rain Gutters. After school, Eli plans to go to college in either Texas or New Mexico and study for an agribusiness degree. Eli competes in tie-down roping, team roping, steer wrestling, and bull riding. He says with working a full-time job, it can be a challenge to manage everyday life. But you have to put in the time and energy to be the best you can be to accomplish your goals, even if it means very late nights. Eli Lapel's advice is to go after your dreams. The highlight to start his senior year was winning the all-around cowboy both days at the Mandan High School Rodeo. He made it to nationals his sophomore and junior year, and his goal is to make it again his senior year. In his spare time, when he's not working full-time or helping on the farmer ranch, Eli really enjoys hunting and fishing. Congratulations to this week's Dakota Cowboy Student Rodeo Athlete of the Week, Eli Lapel. Eli Lapel, we are proud of you, and congratulations on being named the Dakota Cowboy Student Rodeo Athlete of the Week this week. If you, the viewer, know of a Student Athlete of the Week that you would like nominated and featured on the program, send an email to DakotaCowboy@becknews.com. You know, September is really underrated. It is a gorgeous time of the year, and the Badlands of North Dakota are as gorgeous as they've ever been at any time. Come on and see for yourself, and don't forget the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame is open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Stop by and see us in historic Medora. On behalf of my partner, Tisa Peak, I'm Wild Bill. Thanks for watching this episode of Dakota Cowboy, presented by Dakota Community Bank and Trust. We will see you in the future, if not in the pasture. Adios.
Brad Germanson Extreme Bronc Riding, the greatest bronc riding event ever, is coming to Forebears. Join us for 2 days of unparalleled action and excitement in this PRCA sanctioned event, October 6th and 7th. After each night of bronc action, there will be free live entertainment in the Pocket Aces Lounge. And don't forget to visit the Forebears Sportsbook, where you can place bets on all the action. Tickets on sale now at forebearscasino.com or purchase at the gate. Extreme bronc riding and sportsbook betting at Forebears.
We are rewriting Hollywood's script for our kids. I'm pop culture expert Tina Griffin, and as a former Hollywood actress, I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes look at how today's entertainment is eroding the foundational development of America's youth and how to safely navigate this pop culture chaos. Knowledge is power. Parents want solutions. It's time to get the power back in your hands and reclaim the right to decide who and what should influence your kids.
Weekdays at 2 p.m. Central Time on Beck TV.
Hey y'all, it's Trent on the loose. I'm a 6th generation farmer, husband, patriot, father. And as much as I'd love to just sit here under this shade tree and celebrate my own place on my front porch, truth of the matter is that people don't know who, where, and how is producing their food. So travel the country with Trent on the loose, and we'll find those interesting human interest stories behind the people that bring us the efficient food supply. Trent on the loose.
We're the ladies of Another View. Join us at 9 a.m. weekday mornings.
We'll discuss issues you care about from local and national perspectives.
You'll hear unique stories from fellow North Dakotans, plus topics in the national spotlight.
Start your day off right with Ladies of Another View.
Weekdays at 9 a.m. on Beck TV and online at beck.news.
Now you can have the personalized forecast at your fingertips when you need it. Beck's exclusive Weather Insight is information tailored to you. Radar, weather alerts, forecasts, and videos. Download the free Weather on Beck News app. Search your app store now.